Believe It, Do It, a book by David Late, published by Shieldcrest Publishing in 2016 for the recommended retail price of £12. This book is currently being sold for just £5, with all of the proceeds going to the national charity Dreams Come True, who make the dreams come true for seriously ill and terminally ill children. You can significantly enhance your life, increase your happiness and make your dreams come true, no matter your age, education or present circumstance. If you open this book and open your mind, you may just be surprised by what you will find, because sometimes just a few words can lead to dramatic changes. Can this book help you? Open up and see. Good luck. Chapter 13, Dream Busting. Now, I'll listen to someone busting on my dream, then push the delete button as they walk away, because no one has the right to say that you can't do it. Your dream is your dream. Do not expect everyone to share your point of view, ambition or desire, because some people may be too old in their thinking to be able to see what you see. Some people may have retreated so far from their life that they are blind to opportunity, and some people may just want to transfer their fears into your fears. It can be a barren road following your dream. It can be hurtful when those close to you dismiss you and don't believe in you. The starting line for your dream can be a lonely place. As much as life throws up dream busters, if you stand your ground, cherish, protect and pursue your dream, doors will open. The universe will send in help and assistance to you, and as you move towards your dream will move towards you. The law of attraction will kick in. Positive will attract positives. Like minds will attract like minds, and you will make it happen. Remember this, a moment giving up on your dream can result in a lifetime spent regretting it. So never let anyone make you give up on your dreams. In life, there are radiators and there are drainers. Imagine a room full of people talking about going on holiday, discussing where they're going to go, how they're going to get there, what time of year they're going to go, what they will do when they're there, the fun that they will have. The energy would be high in the room. The excitement would be building as dreams were discussed. A can-do, will-do attitude would be prevalent. The room would be full of radiators, radiating positivity, radiating warmth, radiating excitement, generating ideas, opening up the discussion. Suddenly someone says, "But what about the terrorists? What if there was a bomb on the plane?" The energy level in the room drops instantly. The positivity just drains out of the room. Enter the drainer. Drainers are the half-empty glass people. Drainers look for the negativity in life. Drainers see only the problems. Drainers feel the need to point out the problems. Drainers suck the lifeblood out of ideas, discussions and situations. At all costs, avoid the drainers in life. Do not enter into conversations with a drainer. Walk away from the drainers. Do not share your ideas or dreams with a drainer, because the drainer will point out the negative. They will suck the life out of your ideas and your dreams, and you will decide to not follow through on them. A man wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning. A great idea about how he can make loads of money has come to him. He gets excited by the idea and his mind focuses on and builds on the idea. The man is just so excited that he can't get back to sleep. By 4 o'clock in the morning, the man has put this idea into practice in his head. By 5 o'clock in the morning, the man has made his first £1 million in his head. And by 6 o'clock in the morning, the man has made his second £1 million in his head. And by 7 o'clock in the morning, the man has retired, a wealthy man, in his head. This man is so stimulated by his idea that he just can't sleep. He gets up at 7 o'clock in the morning, ready to take on the world. The first member of his household gets up. The man is just bursting and just needs to share his idea. He explains in detail the great idea that he has and how he is going to make his fortune. At this point, the dream buster shows up. The dream busters are clever people. They are not obvious. Dream busters undermine and talk down ideas in a very subtle way. All the family member says is, "Really?" in an unenthusiastic, nondescript way. The man is so surprised that the family member is not excited by his dream and that he doesn't see the greatness in his idea. So he goes through his idea again, and this time in much greater detail. He explains the why and the how in great depth. As he finishes describing his idea again, he stands back and waits for a more positive reaction, but the family member just says, "Well, it might work." The man grows in frustration. He senses that his dream is about to die, that maybe it's not such a great idea. So he launches into one last bid, attempting to resurrect his dream, to rescue it and to get some support for it. He explains his idea again in even more detail. The family member, the dream buster, listens, stands back and says, "We'll do it if you really want to." This is the moment when the dream buster has done his job. This is the moment when the man thinks to himself, well, this was a stupid idea. What was I thinking about? I can't believe I stayed up all night wasting my time thinking about this stupid idea. And at that point, he gives up on his dream and consigns it to a dream that never was. Move on a year, move forward life 1 year. The man has continued to do what he has always done, but someone else has had the same dream and they have put it into practice and they are reaping the benefits from it. Dream busters are out there waiting to get at you, to talk down your dream, to talk and to put a negative spin on it, to point out the pitfalls in it, to introduce the buts and the what ifs. Dream busters come in all shapes and sizes. They can be family members, friends, work colleagues or strangers. Dream busters can act with intention or act subconsciously. Dream busters operate largely with eyesight. They talk from their own experience. They talk from their perspective, from their failures and from their fears. Age can cause people to become dream busters. Some people may be too old in their thinking to be able to see what you see. They don't have the energy, the drive or the foresight. When your dream comes to you, understand that it is your dream. Do not expect anyone to understand it or to be interested in it. Choose carefully who you share your dream with. When you have your dream, when you've discovered your why, and when you have developed your belief, and when you have decided that pursuing your dream will be worth it, you have found the armour that can shield you from the dream busters that you will encounter. Other tactics that you can employ to deal with dream busters are simply do not talk to known dream busters or listen to the dream buster. If you are caught on the blind side by them, and that will happen, then just hit the delete button as they walk away. Here's some true dream-busting stories. James Nash appeared on the BBC Dragon's Den programme. He asked for financial backing for his dream. James was rejected, but is now having the last laugh because Marks and Spencer's are struggling to keep up with demand for his cup of wine concept. Joy Ballard is an award-winning head teacher and a star of the Channel 4 programme Educating Cardiff. Joy left school with no qualifications. She was not expected to find great success. She worked 70 hours a week doing menial jobs like cleaning just to make ends meet. Then she discovered the wonders of education and set out to develop herself. She followed her dreams, changing her life and finding great success. J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter novels, was waitressing and on state welfare when she was writing the first instalment of her novel series. The book was rejected by a dozen publishers, and the only reason it got published at all was because the chief executive's 8-year-old daughter begged him to publish it, and it became one of the best-selling books in history. And this might come as a shock that Michael Jordan, the man who became what many would call the best basketball player of all time, didn't make his high school basketball team. To quote Michael Jordan, "I have missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I have lost almost 300 games. On 26 occasions, I've been entrusted to take the game-winning shot and I missed. I have failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeeded." Oprah Winfrey's childhood was frightful and was filled with horrible abuse and abject poverty. But like most people, Oprah doesn't dwell on stuff like that. To quote her, "I don't think of myself as a poor, deprived ghetto girl who made good. I think of myself as somebody who from an early age knew that I was responsible for myself and that I had to make good." Walt Disney, now he was canned by a newspaper editor who told him, "You lack imagination and you have no ideas." Walt Disney is synonymous with dreams and imagination and has built a world-renowned empire on it. Do not let small minds or small people convince you that your dreams are too big. Here's some advice from me, the author. Move on, and with a swipe of the hand, just say next. Rejection, especially from those closest to you, hurts. When those closest to you don't seem to believe in you and ridicule you, it can strip away your inspiration, your motivation, your enthusiasm, and your drive. It is easy to listen to the negative chitter-chatter, easy to let negativity and with it self-doubt to enter your head and your thoughts. It can take a second for a fabulous idea to come into your head. It can also take just a second for that idea, that dream, to be dismissed. When you discover your purpose in life, the thing that you are destined to do, your dream, no matter how absurd it appears to be to yourself or to others, to live a fulfilled life, hold on to your dream, never let it go. Love and protect it, develop it, and, above everything else, do not let others talk you out of it, to rob you of your chance. Do not listen to or let dreambusters influence your thinking. Push the delete button, close your ears, walk away. Remember, winners hang with winners and losers hang with losers. Be careful who you hang around with. Dreambusters are the losers in life. Be aware of dreambusters at all costs. Stay away from dreambusters. Here's a story about dealing with rejection. A young man was in a nightclub. He was experiencing a frustrating evening because no one would dance with him. He was feeling depressed, lonely, rejected and low in spirits. He was about to give up on the evening and to make his way home when he remembered a conversation that he had recently had with a workmate. This man, his workmate, worked in sales and his colleague was a very successful and celebrated salesman who earned a lot of money. The young man had asked his colleague how he managed to close so many sales deals and how he made so much money. He wanted to learn the secrets of his success and he was staggered by the simplicity of his colleague's answer, which was, "I just keep asking until someone says yes." This young man reflected on this advice and decided to apply it to his current situation. So he turned around and went back into the nightclub. He decided that he would follow his colleague's advice. He decided that he would just keep on asking girls to dance with him until someone said yes. He wasn't bothered about how old, short, tall or pretty the girls were. He just was going to keep on asking until someone said yes. He went up to the first girl he saw and he asked her if she wanted to dance. She said no. But because he was now on a mission, he didn't stop to take it personally. He simply said to himself with a wave of his hand, "Next." He went straight up to the second girl he saw. He asked her to dance. The girl said, "No, thank you." Again, he didn't stop to take it personally. He simply said to himself with a swipe of his hand, "Next." He just moved on and went up to the third girl he saw and he asked her to dance. The girl said, "No, thank you." Again, he didn't stop to take it personally. He simply said to himself with a swipe of his hand, "Next." So he went on and on and on. He asked the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th girl to dance with him. On the 10th rejection, he nearly broke. He nearly gave in, but he remembered his friend's advice. Just keep on asking until someone says yes. And he decided to keep on going. He asked the next girl if she wanted to dance. The girl said, "No, thank you." The young man, he dug deep. He chose his attitude. He didn't take it personally. He simply said to himself with a swipe of his hand, "Next." He went on to ask the 12th, 13th and 14th girls to dance. Finally, on asking the 15th girl to dance, she said yes. And it was at that point the band stopped playing and announced that there would be a 10-minute break. The man thought, "Jeepers, what have I got to do?" But the point was he finally got a yes. When rejection comes your way, adopt the advice given to the young man by his colleagues. Simply keep on asking until someone says yes. Rejection is a part of life. You will always be rejected. The trick is not to take the rejection personally and to use the rejection, the disappointment, the hurt positively, to rationalise it positively and to move forward. So if you go for a job, if you are not given that opportunity, just keep on going. Just say with a swipe of the hand, "Next," and move on to the next thing. If you keep asking life to give you your dues, asking for the thing that you are after, that is your right to have, which is a great life, if you keep asking, eventually, life will say yes. And just remember this, finally, do not listen to negative people.